Speaking of the weather, if there were an emergency right now, the question, would you be ready? Were you prepared for last year's February freeze when the lights went out and we had no water? Well, many of us weren't. And now the CDC reporting nearly half of us don't have the emergency supplies we need before the next disaster hits.
50 years now.
He may not have been born here, but Bob Fancher of Corpus Christi considers himself a Texan. You're used to the climate.
I've grown accustomed to it.
But Bob certainly didn't expect the February freeze, the storm that left us in the dark without water, not much food, and nearly 250 Texans dead. And now the CDC says nearly half of us aren't ready for another disaster. No emergency kit or first aid kit, either in the house or in the car. Do you have one in your car?
I'm sorry to say I do not. We just don't expect those kind of things to happen, I guess.
And for Bob, when it comes to a first aid kit, yes.
For accidents around the home.
But after last year's deadly storm, experts ask, why aren't people prepared?
Especially after last year, you'd think we would have learned. Paul, we have not.
But why do people not have them?
Well, typically people are overconfident. They think they can handle the rain. They think they can handle the ice on the road. Even here in Texas, we think we can handle ice on the road, and most of us cannot.
So you might be asking yourself, how much are you going to have to shell out for all of this? Well, we went to a local store, found this first aid kit for about $10. This kit for the car about $25. So in all, about $35. Of course, you might be able to find a better deal on the internet or at another store.
Disaster can strike at any time, and we need to be prepared and have those emergency kits, first aid kits, not only in our homes, but in our cars.
So I asked Bob, did he think he was overconfident? And what did he have to say to the people who think he might be?
I think maybe they haven't been tested. And maybe you're prepared for the wrong thing. Right? Does that happen? It does to all of us.
Interesting perspective there. Now, there are plenty of tips and reminders to make sure your family emergency kits are always ready to go. We put a link to the CDC's website with more on what you need to know and what to have. All you have to do is go to one place, our website, kctv10.com, and look for the story.